It seems to me that what we're struggling with in the world is the major changes in technology which bring diversity that used to be far away and unknown face to face with us. And the way in which we cope with diversity has not caught up with the way in which we encounter diversity. And therefore, we have to recognize the existence of diversity in our presence, in our face, in our society, in a way that really wasn't quite so true, or was where there was diversity in class was accepted as the ordered way of things 100 years ago, even 50 years ago. Therefore, that brings you to how do you deal with that? And what I will be suggesting is that it has to be dealt with globally, that we don't deal with the conflicts of diversity that arise in one place because of their interrelationships. It has to be dealt with long-term and generationally. The process of learning reconciliation is one that takes a very, very long time. I'll pick up an example on that of talking to one group who said, "How long does it take to do reconciliation?" I said, "Well, say a week of fighting will give you probably a year or two of reconciliation work." They said, "But we've been fighting for 400 years." So, you know, this is not, there is no quick fix in healing divisions in society. So it has to be global, it has to be generational, it has to be ideological. We have to be realistic about the fact that conflicts are multi-layered and arise out of an extraordinary chemistry of factors. And if we're going to deal with them, we have to approach them through that chemistry. And part of it, and this is probably where the church has a particular impact, is going to be ideological, theological, dealing with what are the belief drivers that make it permissible to be in destructive conflict with other people.
Archbishop Justin started by questioning diversity and the challenge of diversity. And the point that he made, diversity is not a challenge, but a gift. I think it's hugely important. And we need to remember that in the context of peace building and reconciliation. Because we posed the question to Archbishop, how to build communities of peace and reconciliation. And he started his talk by saying, look, we are not reconciling people. People are reconciling with each other. And there, I think, the key message we need to understand, when it comes to peace building, it needs to be from within. It needs to be by communities affected by armed conflict. So as external actors, we shouldn't pretend that we are there to reconcile these people. We need to create opportunities of dialogue. We need to facilitate the process. But this is ultimately a job for those communities, and we should assist them in that context.